Siler and astragalus combination Yuping is a popular formula used to tonify the defensive qi, the wei qi, in order to secure the exterior and protect the body from external pathogenic invasions. Yuping refers to a jade windscreen or a windscreen that is as precious as jade. The name refers to Yuping ability to secure the surface and prevent external pathogenic invasions, as opposed to treating pathogenic invasions that have already occurred. This is ideal because it is better to prevent an illness rather than risk damage to vital qi, blood, and body fluid caused by a pathogenic invasion and the treatment required to release the exterior, such as sweating. Wei qi flows at the body's surface, outside of the vessels, where it warms the flesh and flushes the skin to keep it lustrous and healthy. It also keeps the stria and interstices healthy by regulating their opening and closing. When the stria and interstices can open and close properly, the wei qi is harmonious and the exterior can protect the body from an invasion of external pathogenic evils. When the wei qi is insufficient, the exterior is not warmed and flushed, the skin loses its luster and becomes unhealthy, and the stria and interstices are not regulated, so they do not open and close properly, which leaves the fleshy exterior insecure and vulnerable to external pathogenic invasions. In the Yuping pattern of illness, there may be latent pathogenic external wind that has become lodged in the body's exterior since the wei qi is deficient and unable to warm and flush the fleshy exterior. The pathogenic wind that is not dispersed and released from the exterior stays lodged and latent. Further, when the wei qi is deficient and the fleshy exterior insecure, we know that the body is vulnerable to external pathogenic invasion and there will be an aversion to wind. Therefore, characteristics of the Yuping pattern are the tendency to have recurring external pathogenic invasions such as frequent colds and aversion to wind. When the stria and interstices are insecure at the exterior, they do not open and close properly. Qi leaks and causes spontaneous sweating. This type of sweating is a form of leakage that will damage the qi and contribute to further deficiency. Spontaneous sweating and a pale, shiny complexion are more characteristics of the Yuping pattern. To treat this pattern of illness, we need to boost qi, warm yang, eliminate pathogenic wind, and secure the exterior. Yuping includes 3 medicinal herbs. They are astragalus huangqi, atractylodes baiju, and siler feng. Huangqi is a middle grade herb that has a sweet taste and a slightly warm property. It enters the lung and the spleen. It is an herb that strongly tonifies the qi and boosts yang qi. It is used in Yuping to strengthen the middle jiao, tonify the qi, and raise the yang to the fleshy exterior where it secures and stabilizes the wei qi. Baiju is a heaven grade herb that is bitter and sweet in flavor. It's warm and aromatic property and enters the spleen and stomach. Its sweet flavor strengthens the earth element and its bitter flavor dries dampness, while its aromatic quality stimulates the spleen to promote its transportation and transformation. These qualities make baiju an important medicinal herb for strengthening the spleen and stomach when there is dampness hindering the middle jiao. It is used in Yuping to tonify the spleen and augment the qi to secure the exterior and stop sweating. Baiju has the action to stop spontaneous sweating. It enters the earth element to dry and disinhibit dampness in the flesh, which causes an imbalance and disharmony of the defensive qi and the nutritive qi, the yin and wei. Feng is a heaven grade herb that has an acrid sweet flavor and a warm property. It enters the liver, the bladder, and the spleen. It expels wind, but it does so in a moderate and gentle fashion because it is the moistest of the wind-dispelling herbs and causes less damage to the fluids than other wind-dispelling medicinal herbs may cause. Feng can be used to treat any type of pathogenic wind affecting the body in any pattern and at any level of the body. One of its special medicinal characteristics is its ability to expel wind in the deep levels of the body. It is used in Feng to eliminate latent pathogenic winds and to guard against external pathogenic wind invasions. The combination of Huangqi and Baiju tonify the earth and metal elements, namely the spleen, stomach, and lungs. Baiju strengthens the earth element and generates metal. Feng circulates the exterior to dispel any pathogenic wind that has penetrated the surface. The combination of these three medicinal herbs give us the formula function of tonifying the Wei Qi, securing the exterior, eliminating latent wind, and guarding against external pathogenic evils. To help diagnose a Feng pattern, we need to look at the patient's signs and symptoms. What we see are signs of Wei Qi deficiency at the exterior. The complexion is pale because of the deficiency and shiny because of the sweating. A pale tongue body indicates deficiency, and the thin white coating tells us that the stomach qi and body fluids are still intact. A floating soft pulse indicates the condition is at the exterior where the Wei Qi is weak and that there may be latent winds that have not yet been released. The traditional indications for Feng include aversion to wind, spontaneous sweating, recurring external pathogenic invasions, a shiny pale complexion, pale tongue body with a thin white coating, and a pulse that is soft, floating, and deficient. Modern indications include common colds, influenza, bronchial asthma, hyperhidrosis, allergic rhinitis, chronic rhinitis, immune deficiency, chronic urticaria, and the susceptibility to the common cold. It is important to note that the application of Feng for these modern indications is for when the pattern presentation is appropriate. Feng is a commonly used formula used to improve immunity. It has been used as a preventative formula during health crises such as the SARS epidemic, and it is now being used again in the coronavirus pandemic. Common modifications of Feng include when there's allergic rhinitis, you can add magnolia flower, xanthium, angelica, or you can combine it with the formula called xanthium combination. In the case where there is a lot of excessive sweating and you need to increase the astringent function, you can add oyster shell, wheat, and schisandra. And in the case where there is more severe aversion to wind, you can add cinnamon twig. To enhance general immune function, you may add ligustrum, epimedium, and ganoderma, or you can just use a product called IM401 from the Probotanics line. And in the application of preventing infections or communicable disease in health crises, such as the SARS and the COVID-19 pandemic, you can combine Feng with mulberry leaf, chrysanthemum, or you can combine Feng with Morris and chrysanthemum combination, that's Sangjuyin, or you can choose to combine Feng with honeysuckle flower and forsythia fruit, or you can just simply combine Feng with the formula called Lonicera and Forsythia formula Yin Chao San. So what can we take away? Feng is used to treat the pattern of deficient defensive qi, Wei qi, that fails to secure the fleshy exterior. This leads to aversion to wind, spontaneous sweating, and recurring external pathogenic wind invasions or the recurring common cold. and there may be latent wind at the exterior because the Wei Qi cannot disperse and release it. And that's one of the functions of Yu Ping Feng San. It's the combination of strengthening the Wei Qi, securing the exterior while eliminating any pathogenic latent wind that's residing in the exterior. When this is accomplished, it functions very well to serve as a protective guard to prevent any future pathogenic wind invasions. I hope this synopsis of Yu Ping Feng San is helpful.